someone already drank it?
No, they only give you empty ones. So I hear you train with Muay Thai Master. What's that like?
You know, I've had an amazing camp over in Montreal. I've been training with the Muay Thai Master himself, and without his help, this wouldn't be possible. So,
What's his name?
Master Peter, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the help. You're the man.
#1 Muay Thai in the world.
#1 Muay Thai. Thank you, Master Peter.
And there's no pressure on you to say that. That's all from your own self.
That's from the heart. He blessed me to be here, so he's the best.
You've had a few minutes to digest the performance now. I see a big bag of ice, which we'll get to in a second. But how are you feeling about your performance?
You know, I have to see it back. It was a bit of a scrappy performance. I think everything you expect when you have two upcoming prospects. You know, we're both hungry. We're both there to win. It's never going to be easy. And I think it was an exciting fight. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah.
Is this one of those ones where, because of the level you guys are at and you guys are going to get better and better, that you're probably going to see each other again in the future?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a great guy. He's got a great team around him. I'm sure he's going to be back. He's going to be, you know, he's young, he's hungry. You know, I told him to keep his head up and keep pushing on. I think he'll be back.
So what's the story with the bag of ice?
I don't know if you saw, I just had a fight.
Yeah.
And I punched a man in the head pretty hard, and now my hand's hurting.
But does it? Do you think it's broken, or is it just?
No, it's not broken. Just got a little boo-boo.
So with that in mind, do you have any idea sort of the timeline you'd like to get back in there, or you just want to get home and take a rest?
Yeah, I haven't been home in a while, but you know what? I want to fight. I want to fight again. You know, I'm getting old. I'm 27 years old now, so I'd like to fight again. And this will probably take a couple weeks, few weeks maybe. I'd like to get back in August or something. It's summer, you know.
Is the plan to still go home though and just take a bit of time to recuperate, or you want to stay out here and try and train a bit more?
I'm gonna go home and train and let my body recover. I'm gonna see my dog. I think he's on his deathbed. I haven't seen him in a long time. My dad keeps saying he's hanging on, so I think he's on the drip. He's just gone apparently. I've got till Monday morning, so hopefully he hangs on.
Jesus, that took a turn.
I think they stuffed him. Every time I video call, I think they're showing me a fake dog.
Cheers, man.
So if you could break down the game plan, what was it going in there for him, and how closely did it play out to what you thought it would be?
First and second round, like pretty much as we expected. He's very aggressive. He's going to come forward. He's going to try and rip my head off. And he did everything we thought. And as I expected, you know, we had faster feet, faster hands, and we caught him hard coming in. And yeah, I chased the finish twice in the first and second round. I think I paid for it a little bit in the third round. And I was expecting to be the fresher man in the later rounds, but I think he was a bit fresher where I, weirdly enough, like nearly knocked him out twice. And I think he was a little bit fresher from me trying to finish, so yeah.
Is that the main thing that surprised you? Is that it just seemed like, you know, his cardio and that he was maybe a little bit fresher, or is there anything else that surprised you out there?
You know, not really. No. Like we studied him a lot. We watched his fights, and I've had a lot of experience myself. I'm 27 years old. This is my 18th pro fight, you know, and I've had like 40, 30 other fights. So you know, I've had a lot of experience.
I think when people saw this one on paper and they saw both you guys coming in with impeccable records, you know, they were expecting great things from you too. Do you still think that his star is still going to be rising? And do you think that with a win like this helps to propel you upwards as well?
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, I don't think this sets him back. Like I said, we're two young, hungry prospects. You know, we're both coming for the top. And, you know, it's everything you want in a co-main event. You've got two ripped young lads, you know, out to knock each other out. What more do you want?
When you look at the rest of 2021, what sort of goals are you setting for yourself within the division and maybe even just outside of fighting?
Yeah, I'd like to push forward. I don't know if this pushes me up because I think I was number 10. I don't know if this pushes me up the rankings or what. But yeah, definitely I want to go up. I don't want to stay at number 10. I don't want to fight backwards. I want to fight guys above me, you know. I mean, the end of 21, I'd like to be sitting in the top 5. So.
And even outside of, you know, not trying to call out guys, but looking at the top 10, who are some of those guys that you think would be perfect matchups for you, just in terms of your fight style and how they fight as well?
Yeah, someone like Korean Zombie, you know, like I was always a big fan of him. So, I mean, accidentally I've studied him my whole life, and he's flat-footed. He doesn't move great. He doesn't deal with someone moving around him. And, you know, I move very well. But I know he just booked a fight, Dan Ige, so maybe the winner of that fight in the future, if they're above me in the rankings, that's something that would be cool.
How do you celebrate the win?
I'm going to Popeyes. I'm going over to Popeyes. I don't know if anyone's heard, but I'm going to Popeyes. I haven't had it yet.
You haven't had it?
I've never had it. Never had Popeyes.
So you're going for the chicken or you're going for the chicken sandwich?
I might go for the lot. I might have it all. I'm going to be a different man after this.
Different weight class?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you, man.
The kick looked great tonight. If you could go back and execute, what would you do to get the finish? Because it looked like it was right there for you.
We got the right guy today.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, what was it? What was the question?
That kick that you landed on,
Oh, yeah.
Super Sadiq, it looked like you had him. He was on roller skates.
Yeah, man. I mean, maybe if I didn't slip, it would have been a bit better. It was a bit slippery out on the canvas. I slipped a couple of times, like trying to move. A couple of times I kicked, I slipped. I don't know if it was my feet were sweaty or the canvas was slippy. I heard people saying before that it was a bit slippery. So, yeah, it was a bit slipperier than usual. Maybe if I kept my balance, I would have been able to finish off there. But, you know, he's tough and he hung in well. I thought I'd get the finish, but, you know, he did a good job staying in there.
Is there you were firing on all cylinders, anything that he did that gave you problems that you're like, okay, I'm going to check this tape and work on this going forward?
I don't know, I have to watch it back, to be honest. I felt pretty comfortable. The third round, I felt confident that I had 2 rounds in the bank, and I took my foot off the gas a little bit too much, and I should have pressed forward. But yeah, I think he was a bit desperate and come out. You know, he needed to finish. So.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Thanks, man.
Arnold Allen.
Thank you, man. Popeyes. See you guys. Thank you.